No, brilliant result for us. You'd obviously prefer 3-0, but 5-2 really shows the level that the team played at. You know, in a European game this here where there's everything riding on it. I thought if you look over the course of the game, the first half we were excellent. We pressed them really well, really aggressively, created opportunities, scored 3, maybe could have had more. Started the second half well, I was pleased, and then we had a spell where we defended very poorly for about 10-12 minutes. We conceded 2 poor goals, didn't reduce the space, a little bit of inexperience. For the first goal we were crossing over the defensive line and we created a gap ourselves in order for them to score. And then it goes to 3-2 quickly again. So then there's a question asked of you, and this is what we were talking about before the game. I mentioned it in the press the other day that there's the things we've been working with the players, that at this level and in any level there's going to be periods where you come under pressure, and it's having those checkpoints in place to stay calm, to get control again and look to shift the momentum again. So from 3-2 to then go on and win the game 5-2 really shows that mental strength of the players as well as the quality. And like I say, they're nowhere near the finished article yet in terms of where I want them to be, but I think they look a really exciting team that are full of character. Well, firstly, I think I was in here a few weeks ago and I said to the supporters in terms of being patient and allow the players to play, especially in difficult moments in games. And I've got to say a massive thank you, because I think they've taken a huge stride forward tonight in terms of understanding how we want to work, the game model in which we're trying to play. Because when it went to 3-2, I'm nearly sure before this might have been a real edgy game for us. But they stayed calm, they really roared the team on, they understood that they were trying to play themselves back into the game. And I thought they were absolutely incredible. And like as I said, the support tonight really helped the players, and as I say, a big thank you for them. Second point, I respect the manager's comments. He's a good guy, he's obviously coached his team very well, but for us, we're not getting carried away. There's still a massive job to do out there, but I think we showed tonight that when the space is reduced, we can score goals. If they have to come and attack, then there's going to be more space for us to play on counter. So, but it's still, there's a 3-goal advantage, but for us the mentality at 0-0, and we just have to get the job done next week. I thought he was brilliant. I've got to say his mobility, like I say, over the course of pre-season he's become lean. I've obviously seen him from the outside before, but I see him now. I thought he looked very powerful. I thought the team looked physically really fit and powerful right the way through. But certainly Scott was he's a player for me. I look at him now and I think, having worked in England, this is a guy that could still play. He could play in the Premier League in England. There's absolutely no question about that. But he loves it here. His heart's here, and he wants to see out his career here at Celtic. I thought he was outstanding with the ball. I thought his goal, driving forward, wonderful finish. He broke forward early on in the game as well. I thought he was going to score early on. But just his dominance in the game, that you see the importance of Brownie playing in there. And I thought he was, like what I've said all pre-season, he's really impressed me tactically in the game, how he's covered gaps and filled gaps. And I thought he was one of many great performers tonight.